everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Eagles lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Niners, who will need to be stout up front.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he motions the wide receiver. 2nd down, Winston. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Throwing, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Smash mouth football right here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, That hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On third down, Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. First down, Garoppolo. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And nothing but daylight ahead. in.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple of years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Elliott now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Will tie his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun. Winston. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the red zone now, Winston. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Winston dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Here's the battering ram Blunt. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff looking right. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And able to find Garcon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will get the lead up to 14. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Jameis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Winston from the gun on third down. Aguilar has it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. First down, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Eagles. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Garoppolo looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, 49ers. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And that one goes the way of the Saints. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Fournette. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Garoppolo's going to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.